Morning, y'all. So it's super early. You can hear the birds chirping. I love early in the morning like this. It's still cool outside.
Right, the baby's down for her morning nap.
Yeah, the baby's taking a nap. Oh, did that get broken? Or no, it's just growing sideways. This marigold fell over and is growing sideways. So Amber and I are out here in the garden. We need to catch up on some things. And so I thought I'd let you guys hang out with us as we kind of pulled weeds and harvested stuff.
I really don't think these are the peppers that we meant to plant.
Oh yeah. So y'all remember a couple years ago when there was like that, what did they call it? Peppergate or something? Because people thought they were buying jalapenos and they were not jalapenos. Well, we had an issue like that. We started some seeds, and our seeds may have gotten mixed up because I thought I planted a bunch of Hungarian wax peppers.
These are not
But these right here, those are definitely not wax peppers. Definitely not wax peppers.
So now we have, like, what is it? At least 6 plants.
These are wax peppers.
We have one of those.
Yeah, we have one.
One wax pepper plant, guys. One.
I was growing them because Wiley really likes wax peppers.
Yeah, I like wax peppers too. They're not too spicy. These little guys, on the other hand, I have a feeling they're gonna be spicy.
It just looks hot. I am pretty sure they are a serrano or something of that nature. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I really have no idea. Guessing it's a serrano is just a wild guess. So that's just kind of what my heart tells me it is, and sometimes I'm wrong.
And
so
these plants are producing like crazy.
So much. So we're actually getting our. This is kind of a momentous moment in our garden, Amber, because
this is our first harvest.
This is our first harvest, guys. The kids have been in the garden. They've picked some tomatoes, and actually the reason we came to the garden this morning is to hunt for tomato hornworms, because a lot of our tomatoes are having bugs in them. And we organically garden, so we're not going to use any pesticides or anything like that. The fertilizers that we use were all natural, like kelp meal, bone meal, fish emulsion, Epsom salt. I can't remember. I think that's pretty much all we used. But I put that in a different video if you want to go check that out. But anyway, yeah, so we're just hanging out in the garden. Oh, look at those. Those are going to be Brad's atomic drape. Oh. Everything's so overgrown. This is something else we need to do, is tie this stuff up. So this right here is a yellow, I think it's an Eagleheart, yellow Eagleheart cherry tomato.
I don't know where one plant begins and the other one ends, Jen.
The big tomatoes are one plant and the little tomatoes are another plant. But this one, it is an indeterminate variety. And you can see that it's just like this, all of this right here is one plant. These things grow crazy. They're one of my favorite varieties because, one, they're excellent. They're super delicious. And two, they produce a whole bunch. So, anywho, I'm going to set this camera down somewhere and let y'all just watch us do our thing, I guess. Oh, by the way, I'll drop a link in the description. Check out Verdant Vigor Seeds. They're a new seed company based in the U.S. And that's where I got most of these seeds from this year, guys. So go check them out. They have some really awesome seed pack varieties and things to make it easy so that you don't have to pick out certain varieties. They just kind of send you a bunch of them. Anyway, alrighty. See you in time-lapse mode. There's just something about getting your hands dirty first thing in the morning. Here I am pulling weeds, trimming up our tomato plants, and I think that anybody who ever said that gardeners have a green thumb, they must have never grown tomatoes. Nature sure knows what she's doing. The bees don't question their purpose. They just get to work, and so do we. This right here is what food security looks like. When you grow your own food, you know exactly what's going into your body and what's not. No chemicals, no guesswork, just sunshine, soil, and seeds passed down through generations. These heirloom plants from Verdant Vigor are thriving. No sprays, no synthetics, just care, time, and a whole lot of love. And seeing this much food growing right outside our front door, that's freedom. Okay, guys, we're not perfect. Our garden definitely has a lot of weeds also. It seems like these weeds just come out of nowhere. They're like uninvited guests to a dinner party. However, between Amber and I, we get it all straightened out. We pull a lot of weeds. Of course, it's a constant battle, and the key is just to try to stay ahead of it. In past years, the weeds have definitely won.
Okay, when we accidentally kill plants, but not the good ones.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
This one is an imposter. That is not a marigold. Even though it's almost exactly where I had planted the marigold.
Morning sun's rising, coffee's on the stove. The kids start stirring, it's time to hit the road. We take it slow, 'cause life's a winding way. In each other's company we savor every day. Hand in hand, we face the trials with grace. No rush or hurry, just steady wins the race. The old oak tree in our yard's grown tall. Like the love we share, it stands through it all. It's a simple kind of living, and it feels just right. Hard work and love fill up our nights. With every moment that we get to share, I see the beauty of a life lived fair. Dinner time special, we gather round the table, sharing stories about our day. As much as we are able, the laughter sweet, the worries light. We count our blessings in the soft twilight. I watch my children grow, becoming who they are in this quiet life where dreams don't seem too far. My heart is full, my burden's light. In their smiles I find my strength each night. It's a simple kind of living, and it feels just right. Hard work and love fill up our nights. With every moment that we get to share, I see the beauty of a life lived fair. Dinner time special, we gather round, sharing stories about our day. As much as we are able, the laughter sweet, the worries light. In their smiles I find my strength each night. It's a simple kind of living, just right. Hard work and love fill up our nights. With every moment that we get to share, I see the beauty of a life lived fair.
If you didn't already know, Amber's my little sister. I never imagined that I'd enjoy working with her so much. Between working in the garden, working on other projects, or just hanging out with the kids, I really, really enjoy spending time with my sister. Usually we're cracking it up and making jokes and picking on each other, and it's just a really good time. If it weren't for Amber, I don't know if I would have been able to handle this garden by myself this year. It's been a lot of work for the two of us on top of other things. I'm just really glad that we're able to work together and get it all done. And the harvest that we are going to have this year is going to be so amazing.
The sunrise breaking, another day calls. Working together, breaking down walls with laughter and love in every task. Living life simple is all that we ask. And these are the homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind. Building dreams with our own 2 feet. In this life, there's nothing so sweet. Bottles clinking as we break them down. Each piece tells a story of this land we found. Side by side, we build and we play. Hard work, but it feels like a holiday. And these are the homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind. Building dreams with our own 2 feet. In this life, there's nothing so sweet. These are the homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind. Building dreams with our own 2 feet. In this life, there's nothing so sweet. These are the homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind. Building dreams with our own 2 feet. In this life, there's nothing so sweet. Bottles clicking as we break them down. Each piece tells a story of this land we found. Side by side, we build and we play. Hard work, but it feels like a holiday. The homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind. Building dreams with our own 2 feet. In this life, there's nothing so sweet. Together we grow, together we stand. In the future, hand in hand, the land provides our spirits. We're living for what matters more. And these are the homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind. Building dreams with our own 2 feet. In this life, there's nothing so sweet. With every laugh and every smile, we're building this life one day at a time. And these are the homestead joys we find, with dirt on our hands, peace in our mind.
Growing your own food is really hard work, but it's honest work. And it's worth every single drop of sweat, every mosquito bite, and every stubborn weed. Because at the end of the day, we know exactly what we're feeding our family. There's nothing quite like the pride that comes from seeing a basket full of food you've grown yourself.
All right, y'all, this is our first harvest of the season. Yes, a lot of our tomatoes are still green. We had to pick them that way because we didn't want the worms to get to them. So, and these are big, huge ones. So, I don't know how it's going to work out, but we decided to pick them instead of letting the worms get them, because we've had quite a few large tomatoes that have been embedded with worms. And, we figure we can at least pick them green, and maybe they'll be worth a while. But if we left them on the vine, the worms would probably get them. So here's our harvest. We have some bell peppers. I think these are serranos, Hungarian wax, jalapenos. Here's a Cherokee purple tomato. This is a black beauty. This will eventually all be black like this on the top. And it'll get a little bit lighter as it goes down the sides, I think. But we've got some yellow pear tomatoes. I don't know what that kind is. Maybe aroma. And this is a Dr. Witchy's. Yeah, so we got quite a nice harvest. Oh, and then these are red noodle beans. Those are huge. Let me show you guys what we got done here today. So, as you can see, we were able to trim up a bunch of these. We took out some weeds. We tied up the tomato plants. As we were hunting for worms, we were trying to clean things up a little bit. This side's a little messy still. We worked out here for several hours this morning before it got too hot. And then it's been a minute since you guys have seen our squash. So let's go down this way and let's check out our squash. Amber pulled all the weeds out of this bed earlier, most of them at least. Now you can see how big the squash is. We planted these squash plants first week of June, right before we went to California. Everything is looking dry out here. These are, I believe those are beans growing on the fence. If they're not beans, then they're peas. We have some more beans growing somewhere else, but I can't remember where they're at. I saw them earlier. Anywho, yeah, so I need to get some water on this garden. As y'all could see, I'm still in my PJs. But now that it's hot and we're done in the garden, I'm going to go clean up and rinse off and put on some clean clothes and get ready for the rest of the day. So that's going to be the end of this video. We love y'all and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!